Okay, this is the 2021 paper Tech Active. It is question 17. Now I've just drawn my diagram in because it was hard to draw a diagram one-handed. An object with a mass of 2 kilograms is released from the top of a 1 metre long frictionless plane inclined at 30 degrees to the horizontal. A force P newtons is acting parallel to the plane and opposes motion of the object as it travels down the plane. When the object is x metres from the top of the plane, its velocity is v metres per second. Given that, well, I shouldn't have really written over that, should I? Given that the magnitude of P is 4 over square root of 4 take x squared, determine x when v is 2. Wow. So we want to know where it's positioned on the plane when v is 2. Now x is how many metres from the top of the plane. Now, working mine, I'm going to go, just for the thing, I'm going to set that down the plane is my positive direction. I know the ramp is 1 metres long. And I need to work this out. Now, I'm going to talk about parallel to the plane. What's happening parallel to the plane? Now, obviously parallel to the plane, I've got P going up the plane, so I'm going to call that the negative direction. What's happening down the plane? Parallel to the plane. Now, I'm going to set up my I's and J's. I'm going to talk about I being parallel to the plane, and J will be my perpendicular to the plane. So acting parallel to the plane, I've got my 3 forces. I've got my reactionary force, which is perpendicular to the plane. I have P, which is parallel to the plane. And then I've got my weight force, 2G. And it is acting at an angle to the plane. So it will have an impact both parallel to the plane and perpendicular to the plane. Parallel to the plane, what's my weight? So my weight parallel to the plane. So this way. Now, there's a couple of ways people can work this out. And I've seen, depending on if you are looking at different resources, how you go about doing it. Sorry about that, it's just school bell going. Now, so the weight can be a certain proportion of that is parallel to the plane and a certain proportion of that is perpendicular to the plane. Parallel to the plane, it'll be 2G because we've got positive X, cos 60. So that's G is acting of the weight parallel to the plane. So my force parallel to the plane, I'm still talking parallel to the plane, is I've got G going down the plane and P going up the plane. Now that's because I've defined down the plane as my positive direction. If you'd made different assumptions, yours might look a little bit different. Now F is MA, G take 4 on square root of 4 take x squared. Okay, I'm just substituting in. Obviously M is 2, G is 9.8, take 4 over square root of 4 take x squared. So we're just working it out from there where we're going. Let's divide through by the 2. 4 4.9, take 2 on square root of 4, take x squared. We want to determine x when velocity is 2. So I want v's and x's. So in terms of my acceleration, I'm going to do my acceleration as v dv dx equals 4.9, take 2 on square root of 4, take x squared. So then I have v dv is 4.9, take 2 over square root of 4, take x squared dx. And I'm going to do then integrate both of those. This is quite a long question, okay, for where we're going with this. V squared is going to, the integral of v is going to be v squared on 2. 4.9x. This is one of our inverse trig rules. Okay, and so we're going to end up with 2 sine to negative 1 x on 2 plus c. So that was just that integral. Use your rule sheet. You should be fine with that. A little bit of a trickster. Now, we know that originally velocity was 0 when x equals 0 at the top of the plane. So therefore, if I put v's and x's as 0, therefore c must equal 0. So v squared on 2 equals 4.9x minus 2 sine to the negative 1 x on 2. We were asked to find find x when v equals 2. That's what we were asked to do. So if we go 2 squared on 2, 4.9x minus 2 sine to the negative 1 x on 2. Quite a difficult equation to solve, but we've got our solve n. Now, remembering when we go to our calculator, just making sure that we are in radian mode. Apologies, there we go. And then we go options, calculate, solve n. 2 squared on 2, 4 on 2, 2 equals 4.9x minus 2 shift sign in brackets x on 2, close brackets, close brackets. There you go, just do a quick double check that I've inputted that correctly. Execute. And then I get that x equals 0.5143. So there's my answer. So going back, let's just, what was it asked? When the object is x, given that, determine x when v is 2. So we're just going to go when v is 2, x equals 0.51 meters. And finishing that one off. And there's that question 17 done.